Ajay Michelle sama. Oh, Michelle is a cop seer. Michelle can you still blame me? Oh, Michelle is forever talking. Michelle is forever making jokes to her little group. Oh, Michelle. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hello darling. Okay, sweetie, thank you for coming back. So in today's video, I am going to be telling you guys about how I was never an easy child to deal with in high school. Like, I just want to go back to high school and hug all my teachers. And just hug all of them and just probably maybe buy them ice cream to say thank you for putting up with me, because I was very hectic. What's this now? I was very hectic. Okay, I went to 3 different high schools. I went to 3 different high schools. From grade 8 and grade 9, I went to a school called Emmanuel High School. It was in Kimberley. And then grade 10, I went to a boarding school called Meridian College here in Polokwane in town. And then grade 11 and 12, I went back to Kimberley and I attended a school called Homevale High School. So, let us start. You remember how I told you guys that in grade 7 I was famous? I'm sorry for this, guys, but something went into my eye. And you remember how I told you guys that in grade 7 I was like this famous girl, right? So the friends that I made, most of us, we went to Emmanuel High School, right? So when we got there, it's not like I'm still new or what. It's a new school, yes, but a lot of people from my primary school were at Emmanuel, so it was just like, oh, you also here, oh, okay, sharp. Grade 8, I was in Miss Bossman's class. This other teacher called Miss Bossman. She was a cool teacher, but she wanted her work to be done. If not, this is what you're gonna do. She's gonna hit you with the duster, right? And you have to like do this, and then she hits you. That was horrible. I did not like that, especially in winter. She would ask like, name the 9 planets and tell us which one has rings and what, right? Yes, you did the work. Now I was like one of those students. I was one of those students. If I'm done with the homework, if I'm done with your period, right? If I'm done with your period and I don't have homework, I'm not gonna open my book at home. Why must I open my book? I don't have homework. I'm gonna open my book in class tomorrow. It was like a very chilled teacher, right? She just wanted her work to be done and you shouldn't make noise in class. That's impossible. That is impossible. So that's where me and my best friend actually became cool friends, because in high school it was just, in primary it was just hi, and then when we noticed that we both at the same school again, that's when we became friends and whatnot, right? So Miss Bossman could not deal with me because I was always here, man. I want to buy her flowers. I was always here. So one day she got fed up and just like, you know what, I'm going to write the names of these people that are always making noise and whatnot, and I'm going to take them to the principal's office, right? I thought she was kidding. I wash up. The following day we get to school. Early in the morning after assembly, we hear on the intercom, the following learners, please come to... I'm like, yo. The following learners, I knew for a fact that I was part of those following learners. And then I hear Siban ban. And immediately when I heard, I think my friend Unati was I'm not sure if she was part. I think she was, man, because I was making noise with her. So if she was not part of that, then I must go back to Miss Bossman and ask her and like what happened. And then I heard Michelle Marip, and I'm like, Really? Really? So we get to the principal's office, and then obviously we're all scared. We were all scared of that principal. And he's like, stand in a line. We stood in a line. And then he's like, so you guys are the noisemakers in Miss Bosman's class. We kept quiet. Like, I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, meneer. And he's like, so what do you guys have to say for yourselves? We kept quiet. I'm talking to you guys. And then we kept quiet. And then he was like, do you guys promise that you guys will behave from now on? Yes sir, we promise. He's like, okay, I believe you guys. Now, who's first? I'm like, oh, I thought you were gonna forgive us, bro. Like, what's up with you? I thought you were gonna forgive us. He's like, who's first? Shapuzen in that line. Wah, wah, wah. I think it was 3 or 4 times. Wah, wah, wah. We go back to class, and then I look at Miss Bosman, and then she looks at me, and I'm like, Jay? You know, obviously I did not say that, but it was like, fast forward, grade 9. Believe it or not, grade 9, I was the prefect. I myself was the prefect in my class in grade 9. Here's the thing. I never used to tuck in my shirt. I did not like tucking in my shirt. I did not like fixing my collar was always up. I did not like ties. So I was always like that as Ekman. You know, it is oh my word. Now that I think of it, it's like, bro, what was wrong with you? You know, I would wear my skirt. I polished my shoes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Right? Okay, my socks were always clean. My shoes were right. My shirt was never tucked in. My collar was always up. They always had problems with that, obviously. So what I would do, I would wear like a vest that is like tightish, so that I would just like tuck my thingy like this in that specific class, and then when I go out, like, it was a lot of work, but at that moment to me I was cool, you know. But anyway, I was the prefect of that class. I would write the names of the noisemakers. Hey, I was the girl, you know. But here's the thing, I only wrote the names of the noisemakers when I was asked to. My job is, immediately when the teacher steps out of the class, I must write the names. Did I do that? No. Do you pay me? No. So I was just like, it is when the teacher will be like, Michelle, write the names of the noisemakers now. Okay, then I would write them, you know. But I would write like the people that I don't like, you know. The others, I make noise together. Don't make a noise. When the teacher comes, I write Sipo, Tabang, Deboho. Then you're not gonna argue with me because I saw you making a noise. So at the end of the day, you'll be like, ma'am, but Michelle also making a noise. Did you see me? I wasn't making a noise. I was telling you to keep quiet. My goodness. Like, oh my god. Okay, fast forward, I go to grade 10. Grade 10, I moved to a boarding school, right? Here by the boarding school, I was actually very chilled. I was like a chilled person. I was actually a very chilled person in high school. I mean, in grade 10, I don't know how Kimberly has this thing. And fast forward to grade 11 and 12. I'm back in Kimberly, and I'm at the other school. Like, okay, Emmanuel is the school, and then Homevale is just next to it, right? So Emmanuel, back then it was grade 8 and 9, and then Homevale was grade 10, 11 and 12. So most of the people from Emmanuel, they go to Homeville, which is what we also did. So we look for a school. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to Homeville because most of my friends are there. I'm so done with being the new kid at school and whatnot. My mom was like, okay, Nisha, let's do it. I apply, they take me, I go. First day of school, I see my friends. Guys, what's up? They're like, yo, Michelle, you're back. Hey, I'm like, did you think I was not gonna come back? What did you think? I'm here. They're like, yo, we missed you, blah, blah, blah. My grade 11 teacher, oh my goodness, she was so amazing. Miss Amin. Okay, she was my grade 11 and 12 teacher, like registration teacher or register, like my register class. Yeah, she was the teacher, and she was also my English teacher. So she was pretty cool. And African, my Afrikaans teacher was Mrs. Is it Peterson? Is it Mrs. Peterson? Now that lady, I feel like she does not want to see my face. I feel like, is this Mrs. Peterson? It's not Mrs. Peterson, man. It's Mrs. Peterson. Somewhere there. That lady, I feel like she's like one of those people that does not want to see my face at this present moment, if she still remembers me. Like, I was doing the most in her class, eh? Oh, I was doing the mostest in her class because, first of all, okay, I started doing Afrikaans since I was in grade 4. So I can read Afrikaans, I can write Afrikaans, I can speak Afrikaans, but I just don't want to do it in front of the class. First of all, I don't like oral. Like, I don't like, hey, you must come make a speech, hey, kom lees. Heel dag lees, mens lees, heel dag in my class. So what I would do is I would tell her, as first speaking English, Miss, I can't read Afrikaans. It's like, wat Afrikaans in my class? Juffrou, Afrikaans kan ek praat nie. Ek van die popo kom. Afrikaans lees nie, kan nie. Like, wow, jy kan nie Afrikaans lees nie. Ja, juffrou. That time I'm like, ja, juffrou. Ek kan hoor maar praat kan nie praat nie, juffrou. Like, oh nee, is reg. So verstaan jy my Afrikaans? Net little. That time the class is laughing because they know good understand. Like, hele makkelijk. Ek luister nog van Michelle. And I'm like, and then she'd be like, okay, nee is reg. And then after, when everybody is done reading, I'd be like, Michelle, come sing me na pauze. Like, that's how she used to speak, like, you know, she's like, come sing me. I'm like, yes, yeah, bro, ek kom. I'm like, okay. When I leave the class, my class will be like, when I rob, I'm like, hey, you guys must be, don't come here with your things, you know. And then I'll go to her during break, and then be like, then she's like, so where you from? I'm like, I'm from Limpopo. Oh, so you never did Afrikaans? I'm like, never, ma'am. Never in my life. And I'd be like, so when did you come to Kimberley? Last year, ma'am. Obviously, she would believe me because it was my first year in that school. I'm like, I came last year, ma'am. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you can read in English and I'll teach you how to read in Afrikaans. I'm like, yes, ma'am. That time I'm reading in English there. And then, like, she would give me like an English paper or whatever, and then I'd read that. And then sometimes she'd be like, okay, now today we're going to teach you how to read in Africa. I'm like, vergelijking, I can't vergelijking. But I just started doing it in front of the people because I'm very shy. And they didn't believe it. Probably you guys don't believe it too, but yeah. And then she was like, okay, Nia's reg. Lees die, what's a sentence in Afrikaans? Lees die sin vir my. And I'll be like, Piet se opa was by die breg. Like, nee, it's a breg, it's berg. Or berg. Okay, you're doing quite good. And that time I'm like, sis, just give me my marks, eh? Give me my marks and just... So, and then she'll be like, okay, no, nias reg. And then for my physics, I had this other sir called Mr. Siedras. Oh my goodness, that guy was so sarcastic, and I got his sarcasm all the time. So he was like my favorite because I got his sarcasm all the time. Also, I have a problem with people that does not get sarcasm. Like, what do you do for a living if you do not get sarcasm? So my friends would be like, I don't like Mr. Siedras, he's too cheeky. I'm like, dude is not cheeky. Dude is just fire. Dude is fire because I understand him, you know. And then, yeah, all my other teachers were just fine and whatnot. I remember in grade 11, when it was time for prize giving. So here's the thing. Me, I'm just like a chill. I'm nonchalant. I'm very chilled. I do not want to put my top 10 and my top... I do my homework. I do my tasks. I write my test. I pass. Chile. But I have to compete with Mang, Zhuang. I did not like putting in the extra work. That's it. Even now, I don't like school. But it's okay. So towards the end of the year, grade 11, it's time for prize giving. I'm chilling with my friends. I know what you are. We haven't been getting this thing. I got one in grade 7 for EMS, right? And from grade 7, 8, 9, 10, I didn't get anything. I'm like, oh, okay. Even in grade 7 when I got one, I was just like, oh, okay. So grade 11, we're chilling. They're calling out the names of the people via the intercom. And I'm just chilling with my friends because I know where Jiggy, Michelle Maribe. I'm like, huh? Michelle what? Huh? I'm getting a prize. Wow. Wonder shall never end. Right? So I tell my mom, hey girl, I pick it look like certificate. She's like, really? I'm like, I'm like, so you have to come, right? So I really thought I was gonna get a certificate for LO. I literally thought I was gonna get a certificate for LO. So we get to, it's the day of the prize giving. They tell us, okay, you must sit like this. Aibo. Best in physical science. Amogelang Marine. And I'm just like, what? Kina Einstein. Like, do you get it? Kina Einstein. Dimo Einstein. Best in physicals. You know, y'all are undermining me. And I'm just like, what? My friends were there. They're like, sis. I'm like, sis. And I'm like, anyway, let me go get what's mine. I got there, they gave me the certificate. Smile. I'm almost like, I'm like, I really did not believe it. And then, fast forward, grade 12, my geography teacher, Mr. Davis. Is it Davis or Davis? I think it was Mr. Davis. That one. He had a problem because he wanted a green file. So here's the thing. My mother bought me a bunch of files in the beginning of the year. I already gave certain teachers their files. So the only file that was remaining was a dark green file. And that's the only green file that I had. And the sir decides that he wants a light green file for his class, right? And I'm like, sir, I have a dark green file. I was like, no, I want a light green file. And I'm like, a file is a file. If you want the light green file, you're gonna go buy me a light green file. Because so the first few weeks, yeah, file, I want the file. I'm like, sir, that is the only file I have, you know. And he's like, I want the light green file. I'm like, no, my mother bought me a green file. It turns out it's a dark green file, so I'll just be the only dark green file in the class. I don't mind. Like, no, I want the certain. I'm like, sir, here's the thing. My mother does not work. My mother does not work, so I can't want to go stress her about light green files and dark green files. Here's a file. So he went on like, every period. Michelle, exuk my file. Here's your file, meneer. Nia, exuk my. I'm like, go buy it for me, sir. I don't mind. You can go buy one for me. So at parent meeting, turns out this sir knows my mom. So my mom worked at the Department of mineral resource, right? So I don't know what he wanted in my mom's department, but they met. He did not know that she's my mom. She did not know that he's my geography teacher. So during the parent meeting, we go to all these classes and every single teacher's like, Ajay, Michelle sama. Oh, Michelle is a cop seer. Michelle can you still blame me? Oh, Michelle is forever talking. Michelle is forever making jokes to her little group. Oh, Michelle. I'm like, really? Really? Is that what you guys want to do? Really? My mom is like, what? Michelle making noise. So here's the thing. When I got home, I went straight to my room because I was tired of talking. I was tired of talking. So I went to my room and I probably slept and ate and stuff. And then I go back to school and go make noise. So my mom is like, really? Like, your child. Oh, I must tell her 50 times that she's making a noise. And just always, she has this group that she's always talking to. Why is your child so talkative, ma'am? My mom is like, I have no idea. And I'm just really like, Miss Lee, I don't make noise, miss. Yeah, Michelle, you always talking. I went to the geography teacher. And then the geography teacher was like, how? Raisibe? Mom is like, oh, Mr. Banban, Davis. And he's like, whose parent are you? I am. You are Michelle's mother. You are Michelle's mother. And then she's like, yes. Already she was, because she had every teacher telling her that I am noisy, I am. So at that point she was like, oh, what is this one gonna say now again? And then she'd be like, and it was like, oh Lord, did Michelle tell you that she still owes me a green file? And I'm like, sir, I thought me and you we sorted out this green file story. So, like, mom is like, green file? It's like, yes, I told her that I want a light green file, but now she has a dark green file. Mom is like, but green is green. I'm like, sit. Green is green, girl. Green is green. Like, no. So here's the thing, Raisibe. I want a certain color for my whole class. So now she's the only person with the dark green file. I'm like, say, that's the thing. You don't want me to stand out. That's your problem. Oh my god. And then he's like, what? I cannot believe that you are Michelle's mother. I really can't believe it. You are so quiet. You are so reserved. But your child, especially when she's in that group of hers, she has this group that I'm like, yo, but how guys? Why is everyone telling my mom about my group? But stop it. Yo. Then we went to my maths teacher, Mr. Gordon. So here's my mom. Michelle, is this your mother? Yes, my mother. Oh, hi. How are you? I'm like, sir, stop it. Oh, you're Michelle. Lovely to meet you. So yeah, how is Michelle? Because everybody's complaining about it. Michelle. Oh, Michelle. She's a bit talkative here and there, but overall, she's a fine girl. I'm like, thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm gonna buy you a sweet. Michelle, she's very okay, man. She's a funny little girl. She's very little. She's so short. I'm like, say, we are here for maths. I'm not here about my height and my short. Stop it. Like, but she does my work and she is talkative here and there. And yeah, I don't have a problem with her. Sir. Thank you, sir. The following day, Jay, I can't say no more. I'm like, your time is over. You could not tell her that day, but you wanna. I'm like, time up to a point where my Afrikaans teacher would allow me to listen to music in class because she didn't want me to stop. He's like, Michelle, jy kan musiek luister. Luister maar musiek, Michelle. Doen my werk en luister jy musiek. Do my work and listen to music, because that's the only time I'm actually quiet. Other than that, my life science teacher tried to separate me and my best friends. She put me here, she put my friend there, she put my other friend there. Little did she know that the person that she put me with, I'm actually cool with. So more talking was gonna be done. More talking was gonna be done. Like, there was nothing that you can do to stop me from talking. There was literally nothing you could do to stop me from talking. It was just how it was. And then come November, before we write our final exams, it's prize giving again. I'm still chilled because, you know, I was lucky. They called the intercom again. So the following learners, please stand or come to my office. Wara. Michelle Marivan, I'm like, this is so cool. This is so cool. I'm like, oh, we're doing it again this year? Cool. What am I getting for this time? Probably life orientation. Right, and then I tell mom, prize giving again. I'm probably getting life orientation. It's fine, don't come. She's like, no, I wanna come. Even if it's life orientation, I'm like, again. She's like, I wanna come. I'm like, okay, no, shall come. Best progress in life science. Michelle Maribe. So best progress basically means that I improved from last term. So my September marks were higher than my June. So it was like best improved, best progress. And then I got that. I'm like, oh, okay. It's something though. It's something, you know. It's something. And then, yeah, we wrote our exams and it was Chile time. We wrote on our shirts, asked all the teachers to sign their names. And then most of my teachers was like, oh my god, I am so thankful the year is over. I don't have to deal with you anymore. Better make sure that you passed because I don't want you here next time. I'm like, me I passed. I signed their names. Mr. Gordon was like, oh, I'm really gonna miss you, Michelle. Oh my goodness, there's no one that is going to be making a noise in my class like you anymore. Wara. I'm like, it was good while it lasted. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I need you to subscribe to my channel so that you can watch my videos legally, basically. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.